don't have to obligate yourself to other people. And as soon as you realize that, you find greater degree of freedom in your life. Start committing to only those things where you feel a passion, a calling, a real desire to serve. I tell people all the time, and it's not super popular when I say it, but I think it's accurate. It's not your job to save everybody. It's not your job to solve all the train wrecks in other people's lives. So you don't have to say, yes, I'll handle that for you because they messed up. It's really important that if you say yes to somebody, it's because you want to. Otherwise, defer it and say, like, you know what, somebody else could do that. You know what, that's not for me. Learning to turn down opportunities, sometimes even if they're good, will help you better stick to your word. I think too many people, they break their word, not because, they're not good people, but because what they do is they take on too much. They fill their plate with all of these commitments from all these people, and then they realize as they filled their plate with so many commitments to other people, they can't even go towards the things that they want in their life. They can't even handle their own responsibilities, let alone trying to solve other people's stuff. So be wary of committing yourself to other people to solve their problems or to projects that you aren't passionate about. Because if you can focus on that, learning to say no, then later on you won't have to say sorry. Your time is not more valuable than other people's. It took me a long time to realize that, especially as I started building a team and a big company, a big organization. Some of you were with us last week when we had 2,000 people at High Performance Academy live, our live training in San Diego. I've been blessed to reach a lot of people. And sometimes it's easy to believe, oh wait, I got to be there to be the guy on camera. And I forget that other people's time is as valuable. I know we're all guilty of that, and then sometimes we have to apologize for it. So what I'm here to say to you is, remember, everybody has a story. Everybody has a to-do list that day. Everybody has a priority. You canceling on other people so nonchalantly is not a positive character trait. I know that's hard to say, but I was lucky. People told me that early on in my career, and it meant a lot to me. I was like, okay, I got to respect other people's time here. But what's happened is we're in a culture right now where so many people, because they're comfortable breaking their own commitments, they allow other people to break their other commitments. Nobody's setting any standards, and now we're all so used to it, because, right, it's so easy to cancel on somebody. You just pick up your phone, sorry, can't make it. And we're so used to doing that so casually through text that we don't see the damage on the other side. You know what? Somebody canceled their meeting to talk to you. Somebody could have been spending that time with their daughter, their spouse, their lover, their team. Somebody else could have been working on their dream project while you work on your dream project and canceled on them. Always respect other people's time as much as you respect your own. Protect other people's time. Don't ask for favors if you don't really need it. Don't say you'll be there when you won't. And I know it's hard, things do come up, but you know what? If you're always saying, well, I'm sorry these things came up, and you're always making excuses, at some point, you're not owning your life, and you're not being responsible for your day and your schedule over a period of time. Sure, yes, things do come up sometimes, but if you consistently finding yourself texting people, fibs, well, this came up, sorry, then it's a time to revisit how much you respect other people's time. I think this really matters today. I'm sure a lot of people have blown you off in the last weeks, months, years. You didn't appreciate it, so why do it to somebody else? Respect other people's times. Before I ever cancel something on anybody, I always go, why did I commit to it in the first place? What was the payoff? And I remind myself of what I felt like I was either going to get from that situation or give from that situation. Right? From that selfish point of view of like, why did I say yes? But also the service point of view, like, I'm sure there was a reason that I felt like I could serve this situation or this person. That's why I said yes. So always be aware before you commit to something, what's the tangible takeaway? Why are you doing it? And once you've committed and before you cancel on anything, say, number one, okay, did I commit to this for the right reasons? Number two, am I respecting their time? Number three, OMG, why should I still do this? What's the payoff for my character? Why should I still do this? What's the payoff for them? Why should I still do this? What's the payoff for my legacy? In other words, convince yourself why not to cancel by reconnecting with what you could get or what you could give. If you break the meeting, if you break your word, if you don't deliver when you said you were going to, you don't show up when you do, then you buy back their favor. What do I mean by that? You send them something. You send them either a very kind audio message, voice message, very kind email. You send them something in the mail if you missed a big meeting. You send them apologies. You show them some flowers. I mean, I know this sounds silly, but you need to repair the damage. You're not taking into account how much damage is happening in other people's lives when you steal their time away. And over a period of time, you steal a person's time 1, 2, 3, 4 times, you know what? At some point, they're going to say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And they're going to go, I don't feel good about this person anymore. You need to repair the damage. You break it, you buy it. You got to buy back your character, your reputation, your integrity with an act of kindness, an act of generosity, an act of attrition. Just say, you know what? I'm really sorry about this. I feel ridiculous. I know I said I was only going to deliver this, but here's the thing I promised I delivered, and I'm going to deliver this extra thing for you. So, meaning go beyond what you committed to now. If you said you were only going to give them 30 minutes, you missed the 30 minutes, say, hey, I want to make up the time. Could I give you 60 minutes? Or, hey, I was going to deliver this presentation. Could I give you an extra report that might help something? I really feel bad for having missed our meeting. This is the way that you don't just, maintain your reputation. This is the way you be a good person. Because when you mess up, be more generous. Write it down. When you mess up, be more generous. You break it, you buy it. And that will help get some favor back. It will help you feel better about yourself because so many people are wandering around with a lot of guilt because they break their word all the time. Those who are breaking their word all the time and don't feel any guilt, what's wrong with you? No, I'm teasing. You should at least take that standpoint and going, I should do better for other people than stealing their time or wasting their time or breaking my word because I know you care about your integrity.